Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. So, I don't have the bandwidth or the time to do all the monthly readings this month because I'm moving in about 8 days. But Virgo, you by far have the highest watcher viewership. So I'm going to do a reading for Virgo. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. It takes you right to my book online page. All right, Virgo. The overall energy of your reading is the Fool. It looks like you are taking a leap of faith, a trust fall. Feels like less of a leap of faith and more of a trust fall by this illustration. It's like you're trusting the universe. You're trusting that whatever moves that you're making, that you will be safe, and you are safe. Feel it's also the beginning of a journey, beginning of something new. Feels like you're trust falling into this new experiences. What's going on? Wow. It looks like you're leaving behind. You're trust falling into this new experience, and you're leaving behind a lack of love. It feels like you're leaving behind a timeline that just doesn't work, an environment that's not for you. Something isn't working. It doesn't feel like the people that you're working with. Feels like it's hard to love yourself where you've been. Oh, okay. Okay. So for some of you, this might be sudden with the Tower coming in. Feels like the Tower is allowing you the Tower is something sudden that's happening, a sudden realization, realizing that you're not as stuck as you thought you were, or you're not stuck at all. Oh, I get what this is. I think you making moves, having this trust fall, whatever this is that's happening, this new beginning that you're trust falling into, you're stepping away from a timeline where nothing was working for you, and there was nothing for you, no love, no care. And there's something about you taking this leap of faith that is blowing other people's minds. It's not your mind that's being blown. It feels like there's something about how you're moving and your willingness to start over, start anew, move in a new direction, is blowing someone's mind. It feels like someone who thought that you were trapped, that you were incapable of this type of new beginning. And so it looks like you're blowing a lot of people's minds, that they didn't perceive that you had this in you to do this. I get the feeling that whoever these people are, they created the environment, or co-created with you an environment where you were unloved, where you were stuck, and maybe even financially stuck, unable to work, unable to move on. It feels like a lot of projections about your limitations, and that you are no longer acquiescing to how others perceive you and their projections and limitations about you. And so you're just doing you're starting afresh and making this trust fall. And it doesn't compute your resiliency, your adaptability, your courage to have this leap of faith and new beginning doesn't compute also with things people have said about you to others. So you're not moving in the way that they said that you would, and you are taking control of your life, and it's just blowing people's minds. Wow. All right. And again, another tower. The hidden blessing is this tower energy. Wow. I think by you not becoming the projections that people have put onto you, the limitations and the beliefs about you, you have discarded those, and you are making moves. You are starting over. You're taking a leap of faith that is not expected, and it destroys the story that people have told about you, because that does not fit. What you're doing does not fit with the story, the limiting lies that people have said about you. Nine of Pentacles. It's blowing everyone's mind that you've done this by yourself, that you found stability and security, that you are independent and successful and following your peace, that others might have blocked the sun, but you have the moon, and you have found your way when it feels like others have been rooting for your demise. At least there's a person, a group maybe, or people who have spread a lot of limiting beliefs about you, and you're just blowing their minds. I love this. This feels like you taking control. You, instead of fighting with what they're saying about you, which just takes a lot of energy and fighting against and waste of energy, it's like you just took your energy and took it in a direction that you would prefer for yourself. You stopped playing the game. You stopped trying to convince people, and you just started showing people in the 3D and making moves. And it's just shocking. And it feels like the people who spread these lies about you are being exposed by your success. And this feels a bit karmic. Proof is in the pudding. Instead of trying to convince people, just show people what you're made of. Wow. All right. What you're leaving behind is the Queen of Pentacles. This is having resources, focusing on what you desire. It looks like that's what you're doing. What you're leaving behind is walking on eggshells, lies, manipulation, people telling you who you are instead of, yeah. Boy, I can't tell you, the messages here are just like success, victory. Wow. Because of your focus, because of your willingness to focus on what you have, on growing and and expanding what you prefer in your environment, what you do have access to, appreciation, and nurturing and growing what you did have. It feels like whoever this is that has said a lot of negativity about you, told a lot of lies about you, they expected you to not act the way you've been acting, which is just pulling your energy from that and focusing on what you would prefer to create, and it's working for you. You're taking action, you're making moves in the 3D, and you're having so much success. So you're leaving behind worry, you're leaving behind anxiety, you're leaving behind limiting beliefs about yourself and lies that have been told about you. You're leaving behind people who haven't been able to experience this type of transformation themselves. They're very stuck, and so they projected onto you their stuckness, their fears, their stuckness, and instead of arguing and fighting with those beliefs, you just took your energy and went elsewhere. Beautiful. Wow. All right. How to get the most of this energy is the Ace of Wands. New energy, new desires, new passions. So this is like a spark. And so it doesn't mean a spark is the beginning, and a new opportunity, new energy, new desire that you can, if you want, create out of that spark a flame. Wow, it does look like you're taking these sparks of new desire and taking action on them, and that's leading you to your happiness and clarity. I get the feeling that as you have these new opportunities that are exciting to you, that you desire, it requires you to take action. I feel like that's what you've been doing. I'm going towards what I desire, and it's making you happy. Instead of fighting against something and someone that's just meant to distract you and exhaust you, you're just making moves. Make moves towards what you desire. This reminds me of the messages I'm perceiving are similar to Bashar, Daryl Anka channeling Bashar, talking about following your excitement to the extent you can until you can't any longer, and then follow whatever else. So if you follow your desires to the greatest degree that you can and take action on them, and then it stops, then not trying to push through, but finding something else, maybe in another area of your life. Feels like following your desires is creating lasting happiness for yourself. Wow. All right, Virgo. What's supporting you is the Nine of Cups in reverse. What's supporting you in this energy is, I feel like you have explored not following your soul satisfaction, centering others, and not caring for yourself. And maybe you were programmed to believe that is what you're supposed to do, center others, care for others, that you are not the main character, that you are support, and it feels like you are centering yourself in your own experience and showing yourself, and apparently everybody else in your environment, because there's two towers, people are like, whoa, how's Virgo doing this? I always thought Virgo was a support person because they didn't follow their desires. And what's supporting you is I'm no longer going to center others' beliefs about me or anything. I'm going to have my own belief structure. It looks like you are no longer interested in toxic connections, codependency. You have learned how to love yourself, how to communicate with yourself in a way that is loving and supportive to your soul. It looks like you spent a lot of time waiting for a connection, a relationship to shift, and for someone to care about you, because you experienced these relationships enmeshed. It looks like you're no longer interested in being a pleaser. That's what this is, being a doormat. You're realizing that you value yourself more, and so people need to show you through time and their actions, not their words, their actions, if they're allowed close to you. It looks like you are moving into a different space where relationships, there's a lot of clarity around relationships, and you perceive now injustice where it feels like people have been able to manipulate you in the past through your programming, and now you've obviously stopped listening to people, and you're showing yourself and everyone else what you can do. This is amazing. Holy cow. All right, Virgo, what to be mindful of in this energy is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is not getting your happily ever after. Okay. All right. Got it. So that's your past. It looks like you're grieving. It looks like you have, depends on who's out there listening. It feels like you're at different stages. Some of you are, what you have created out of a loss. You have taken that grief from a complete loss, is what I'm hearing. This wasn't what you expected. Not what you're doing right now, but whatever you're moving away from. Feels like it's caused so much sadness. It might have sparked an awakening in you, being this hurt, this wounded, sparked an awakening within you, and you've learned how to rebalance your energy and your willingness to feel these painful emotions, feel your feelings, own and accept what has happened. If you don't own it, you can't change it. And by owning and accepting even painful truths, then you can work with the energy. You can't change what you don't accept, what you deny. So once you accept it, once you own the energy and where you are, then it looks like you have transmuted that and focused on what you would prefer, instead of doubling down and wasting energy by fighting with whoever and trying to clear your name or something like that. It feels like you just kind of like moved away from that, used that experience to create what you would prefer. And boy, is it working. It's given you courage. It's given you strength. It looks like you're ready to walk through a portal, a new door. That's that energy of the Fool card. The not the leap, the trust fall. You're following your truth. Your truth has created a lot of difficulty because of your willingness to perceive the truth and accept painful truths have created freedom for yourself instead of being limited by lies. You have been willing to face the truth, and now you are creating something that is worthy of protection. You have the higher ground. Protect your energy. What you are creating is worth protecting. You are worth protecting. This dedication to truth, this dedication to this new beginning, to creating security and stability and abundance for yourself. Whatever this is, it's successful. And it looks like you've embodied the truth. That's what's the difference. Instead of speaking your truth and seeing who will believe you, you have embodied your truth. Wow. And you are worth protecting. You are very valuable. Stand firm. You have the higher ground. Wow. Beautiful, Virgo. What a great reading. Thank you so much for being here. Wow. Wow.